Good morning, everybody. Meteorologist Jeremy Baker here on this Thursday morning. Uh-oh, someone's messing with my computer. Hopefully they stop soon. Because I want to show you some weather graphics. If that's you, Ryan, stop. Or whoever else that may be. All right, people can remote into this computer so they can mess with it while I'm doing this. Anyway, all right, let's get right to it then, since someone needs to use it. All right, so we can see lots of cloud cover out there. Morgan's Wonderland Camp, Calaveras Lake, San Antonio, Sky Cam. It's a great start to the day. We'll see a little sun later on, but for the most part, a lot of cloud cover, and that's how we're starting it right now. Pollen count, the molds are light. It's the only one we're keeping our eyes on right now, and that's good news. 90 is the count on that. Oak is out of here. That was Bill Taylor. Let me message him to let him know what I'm doing. All right, there we go. All right, back to this. Okay, so that's the allergy count, and the aquifer 629.7 is the current aquifer level, and no change in the last 24 hours to 10-day average at 629.2. All right, so right now we've got a mild 76 San Antonio, 77 for Stinson, mostly cloudy skies. Winds are southeasterly at 9 miles per hour. The dew point's at 72. That was 71 during the whole morning show. Now it's at 72, so that humidity is up there at 87%. So it's definitely a humid day out there. Temperatures across South Texas, mostly the 70s, except for a couple locations in the upper 60s, Rock Springs and Junction, 68 and 69 respectively. 76 for Del Rio, 80 Gonzales and Beeville, already warm there. 77 Floresville, New Braunfels, Seguin both at 78 and 79 for Eagle Pass and Carrizo Springs. Here's that radar and the satellite composite. You can see a lot of cloud cover. No rain on the radar right now. That's the good news. We had some isolated storms yesterday, dropped some large hail, parts of Atascosa County, Southern Bexar County. The good news is that's out of here, but we do have chances for more storms as we head through the day today, tomorrow, even the weekend. So if you're planning anything for Fiesta, definitely keep that in mind. I'll break down the details in just a bit. Drought report comes out within the next, say, hour or two. This is so far as of last week. Pretty much all of us in at least a severe drought, but inside of that, extreme drought and then the exceptional, the worst category from San Antonio and Bexar County, northward to the eastern hill country, and then westward through Uvalde, Hondo to Valverde County, and Del Rio and Eagle Pass. So we need a lot of rainfall. The good news is we're getting it. We should get a good amount over the next few days, but it's going to come with a chance for severe weather as well. And you can see the Storm Prediction Center has San Antonio, westward to Del Rio, our southwestern counties, and the hill country, and a marginal risk for severe storms today. That's a level 1 out of 5. The main threats, damaging wind and large hail. As we head into tomorrow, most of our area in a marginal risk, except our extreme southern counties. Slight risk, though, for the northern hill country. That's a level 2 out of 5. Same threats tomorrow also. Large hail, damaging wind, thanks to a cold front that's going to push through and give us some cooler weather. Here's the water vapor imagery where you see the blues and the brighter white. That's most of the moisture, and you saw in the few frames ago that blow up of storms yesterday just south of Bexar County in San Antonio. Now behind it, we've got that upper level low that's spinning across northern Texas that was associated with those storms that fired up. Another one around Los Angeles, that's going to swing through, connected to the cold front tomorrow. That's going to give us enhanced chances for rainfall. Is there hail today expected on Highway 9064? It is possible later today, yes. Pretty much area-wide there's a chance for that hail today. So definitely keep an eye on the sky, or keep this app handy just in case. The KENS 5 app, that is. All right, here's your futurecast. Here's today at 1 o'clock. Notice this model showing most of us dry, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures by then well into the 80s to near 90 by the early afternoon. We'll be in the low 90s today. Here's tonight at 6 o'clock. Notice storms start to fire up, very isolated in nature around Bexar County, San Antonio areas, mostly our eastern two-thirds. But then if you look off to the west around Del Rio and Eagle Pass, you see more organized storms developing by the end of the afternoon. Now, any storm could contain large hail or damaging winds, probably few and far between, but that could be a concern for us. Now, as those storms, they strengthen a little bit, you saw there, but then weaken as they move further off to the east. So by the time we get to the mid-evening hours when they arrive in San Antonio, not showing as strong of storms, but still, if they do hold together, that will greatly impact Niosa tonight or anything else, Fiesta downtown, Market Square, Fiesta de los Reyes. So definitely, if you are going to be out and about tonight, bring an umbrella just in case or a poncho. And as we head towards tomorrow morning, the rain moves out. Mostly cloudy skies by tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., 60s to around the low 70s. And then as we head through your Friday, we'll see more scattered storms develop. And you saw kind of broken storms, but then they kind of formed into one batch of a line moving from the northwest to the southeast. That's associated with that front that's going to move through. This is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Good chance for some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow evening. The threats out of those, again, large hail and damaging wind. That front then will sink to the south. It'll kind of get hung up in our southern counties. So we'll start out Saturday with a lot of cloud cover, especially in our southern two tiers of counties. Less cloud cover to the north, temperatures in the 50s and 60s, so cooler. And then as we head into the afternoon, you'll see showers and storms isolated in nature developing. Best chance, I would say, in our southern half of our area, less of a chance further to the north, but still, most of us will have a chance of some rainfall on Saturday as well. But notice the temperatures, much cooler by about 10 to 12 degrees. So big drop in temperatures behind that cold front. All right, so here's today. Oh, let's look at this. Who is that person with the funky letters? BNP. Good morning, sunshine. I'm glad you're awake. Thanks for letting me know. I'll be there to get you soon. All right, so Thursday, that's today. We'll be having a mild and humid morning. Mostly cloudy to partly cloudy by noon, 86. Showers and storms possible by 3 o'clock, but I think most holding off to later to this afternoon, a high of 93. Oh, thank you, Rita. We enjoy you watching. Thanks so much. So for this evening, 40% chance of showers and storms continues into the mid to late evening. I would say by midnight, most of it shuts off. Temperatures dropping through the 80s. It'll be a little breezy. South winds near 20 miles per hour. So, of course, gustier around those thunderstorms. 14-day forecast shows 2 big red boxes. Weather impact alert days for today and tomorrow for that threat of severe weather. 93 for the high today, 88 tomorrow, and then we go down to 83 for the forecast high Saturday. If the clouds hang on a bit longer, we might not even break out of the 70s. Wouldn't that be amazing? Kind of nice. A little breezy too. Sunday, still a chance for rain, high of 82. Pretty much the same thing Monday and Tuesday. Thunderstorms possible as well. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Then the rain chances move out by Wednesday, and we get that sunshine back, and we stay dry through the rest of the forecast, including mid-May, and highs mostly in the low to mid 80s. So very nice weather coming at you. Just got to wait till after the rainfall. Unfortunately, it's not timing out that great for Fiesta. All right, that's your forecast. Of course, I'll have more on today on KENS 5 News at noon, and I believe Barry will have your news. You guys have a good day, and we hope to see you then. But if not, stay dry and viva Fiesta.